Okay, T95, the Tier 9 American Tank Destroyer. Now, I've thought about going for the next tank after this, which is... Actually, since I've gotten this one, they've added the Tier 10 Tank Destroyers and medium tanks. I thought about going for the E3 there, but at the same time, I've tried it on the test server, and I don't find it to be anything too special, so I think I'm going to stick with the T95. Maybe in the future, when I don't know what else to upgrade to, I might give it a try. I almost have the research. Still need quite a bit. Needed 241,000 to get to the next tank. I've got 176 now, although I've been converting some of its experience because it's I used to before they added the new tanks. But anyway, I've gone over this tank before for its weaknesses as well, but we're going to give it another go over. So you've got the two hatches on top, the front one and the farther back one on the left here. Now, this farther back one, it's tougher than this one. So if you have to shoot at one of these, then go for this one on the right side, closer to the front. It is most certainly less armored. I bounce a lot less shells off it, although I still do bounce a fair amount off that hatch. Artillery is really a pain with this because, I mean, it's a big tank. If we put it beside something like the M36, you can see that it doesn't look like that much of a difference in the garage, but it makes a huge difference for the size of target you are for artillery. And it does a lot of damage because it's got very thin armor on the top, it seems. But otherwise, sometimes artillery hits like the spaced armor on the track here on the front, and it blows my track off, and that's it. No damage done to me at all, and it's kind of like, wow, neat. Other times artillery hits the front of my gun, and I lose my gun, but or the times I get one-shotted by a Tier 7 already. But by the time this video goes out, they might even have released the 8.6, right? 8.6 version of World of Tanks, which means up to Tier 10 artillery. Although the Tier 10 aren't really going to be anything more to be afraid of than the Tier 6. They nerfed a lot of the arty again, which is great. Some of it they didn't, which isn't that great. But they released a video. Actually, I'll talk about that as we get into battle. But they released a video. Oh, another big weak point is this bottom plate. Aim for there. If you can flank it, by all means do it. But Wargaming released a video on their YouTube website, YouTube page. Oh, I like this map. Prepare for lots of camping in this tank, by the way. But they released a video about the new SPGs, the new artillery. I had to think of what they were called again for a second. And I read the comments on that, and almost every comment was people saying, wow, artillery ruined the game. And I don't know if it ruined the game, but I'm really not a fan of artillery personally. Wargaming has said before, they used to do a thing every couple weeks where they'd answer like questions that people had asked on the forums. They'd go around and answer a bunch of them. I'd asked a couple questions, and I think one or two of them got answered too. But one thing was, are you ever going to allow people to choose battles where there's no artillery? And that was a big no. They said no because artillery keeps players moving. I was thinking, I really have to disagree with that. Artillery is what gets a lot of players hiding behind rocks. I mean, going up here, I'm going up here to this corner very, very slowly, as you can see. I'll make it up to like 13 kilometers per hour if I'm lucky on the flat here. Slight hill, so that helps going down it. But if it weren't for artillery, then I wouldn't be sitting up here. It's over to my right. That guy, please don't scout me. So they want artillery though. But if there wasn't any artillery, I'd be at the bottom of the hill looking down there. Looking along on the mini-map here, where all the other tanks are coming, and they just mostly bounce off of me. A few of them wouldn't, but most of them would. But since there is artillery, I've got to sit at the top of the hill here and wait for them to come around the corner. Because if you typically go around the corner down there ahead of me, then you just start getting destroyed, and the rest of your team will just sit up here and watch you die. Because if they go down there, they're just going to take hits too. They know it's not a smart thing to do. They're going to take more damage than they do. Or at least have it be shot for shot. So you take damage, then you do damage, you take damage, then you do damage, and really nothing is gained or lost there. So I don't want to be this far away from that mountain there. I don't want to go over the hill either. Maybe I can squeeze in where that low is if he backs up. We're just going to wait here. This might take a little while, so Hope you brought some popcorn. Wait for somebody to make an appearance. If they don't in a few minutes, then hopefully somebody will take a peek down there. I'm on the farthest to the left, though, which means I'll have the first chance to shoot. There's a T-34 down there. Ooh, I should probably move up a little bit. Oh, low. Get out of my way. Don't cut me off. There's the E75 going down there. He's already impatient, which is not good. Behind us is covered. You always have to watch that. It's very covered. Should I go down there? I don't know. It could be the last thing I do. That low's kind of smart by hiding behind me, though. He's not so close that he's in my way if I need to back up. But he can hide the bottom half of his tank, which is the weakest. Oops. See that wrinkle there at the bottom? The low? That's the weak point. So if you can hit that, then that's looks like a wrinkle anyway. I don't know if that's just the texture. But that bottom plate is the weak part. It's very weak. You can probably hurt it with anything. But he took a hit through his turret already. That's usually pretty hard to hit. I'm going to go up, or down. There's another E75 down there. Whew. We're winning so far. We've taken out 110 and 2 8s. They got one of our 8s. But it's hard to say exactly how damaged our tanks are, because if our tanks are all sitting at like 10% health, and our remaining tanks, or a majority of them, one shot's away, and most of their tanks are doing a whole lot better than that for health, then we have a bit of a disadvantage. I want to go across and hide behind that rock, but that's probably a really bad idea. This is probably a really bad idea regardless. But I'm going to do it. So this is... Oh, hello. Probably going to hurt. Let's hit the bottom plate. Not bad. He just shot, I think, right? So it should be okay. He's going to reload any second, so let's face towards him again. Let's prepare to fire. What? Underneath of him, no way. Now I'm tracked, which kind of makes me afraid of artillery. I don't want to get too close to this rock, though, because I need to be able to turn quickly if these guys decide to flank me. Tracked him. Well, this T-69's going to do it. He's probably going to track me. Oh. Artillery's shooting at me. I don't want to turn too much here, or else that E-75's going to hit me again. Come on. Friendlies, take out that E-75. Do me a favor. As soon as I fire, that guy's going to come over here, so I don't want to do that. Showing my side again. Who? Artillery can hit me here, I'm sure. And if they can, I'm going to be a big target in this thing. That T-69's just waiting. It'll only take me one shot to kill him, most likely, though. 659 health points. Most of the time I can do that. He's moving back and forth like he's afraid he's going to get hit. This E-75, I think I need to do something about him, but this T-69. As soon as I try to get that E-75 and fire, this guy's going to come flank me. I can rely on my allies a little bit. I'm going to have to. Please, guys, help me out here. Tracked him again. Dang it. Shot at me. Angled myself just enough to get in front of me anyway. To bounce that. Gotcha. The luxury of repair kits. I took a hit, I think. Did some damage. Or is it just my track? I think it did some damage. Now I'm going to finish this guy off. I might be able to do it in one hit. Oh, I can for sure now. Oh. Off his bottom plate. No fair. Side. It's okay if my side's showing a little bit. One of you are dead. I'll take you out then. You're almost as much of a threat. Would have just killed him. E-75. Okay, my friendlies have him there by the looks of it. Yep. Oh, that's all of them. That worked out pretty well. That was a good battle. I thought for sure I was making a huge mistake by going down behind that rock. I thought for sure artillery was going to come down on me. Maybe artillery got killed earlier. I didn't notice. Did they? Maybe I was worrying about artillery that was dead. I don't know. That would have been kind of stupid, but I need to pay more attention to the player lists. How many players are left? Oftentimes I do, but okay, guys. Well, thanks for watching again. Have another tank next time planned. I'm assuming it'll go in the same order I'm recording, so it'll be a smaller tank next time. Lower tier, but a medium tier tank. That's all I'm going to say, though. Finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th in damage done, which isn't as much as I'd like to have done. And 4th in experience received, which is okay. I guess I did okay that battle. I've had better, but I've certainly had worse. I've had battles where I got one shot by artillery before the battle even began, really. 6 shots fired, 7 shots fired, 6 hit, 5 pens. So the one I missed was underneath the E75, and the one I bounced was the bottom of the E75, which I'm kind of surprised that bounced. Oh well, he's received 7 hits, which could have been 2,800 damage done to me, which when I have 1,700 hit points, that would have been the end of me. Thank you to my armor. 1,599 damage done. Damaged 3 people, killed 2. Voila. Yeah, that went not too bad. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching again. Bye-bye.